I'm going to warn you now, and then I'm going to warn you again that I will mention spoilers now that I've finally seen Sonic 3. But I'm not going to do that right now. Again, I'll give you a fair warning, so that way if you want to watch the majority of this video, which I'll keep spoiler free, and then pitch the same question again with spoilers included at the end, you'll know when to stop watching the video. So, non-spoiler section, here we go. Do you think that the Black Arms will make it into the movieverse, and could they beat Black Doom and the Black Arms and the Black Comet without the Eclipse Cannon? Now, the reason I ask this question is because the movies, while they have kind of, done the characters justice and sometimes are even based off of certain games, they've definitely done their own thing. Look at the Knuckles series, for example, with the Flames of Disaster. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you can still be intrigued to go watch Knuckles then without me giving away why. But the Black Arms were technically defeated without the Eclipse Cannon, specifically in Sonic Universe 59. To oversimplify this particular arc, especially the first beginning part, which is the most important, the Space Colony arc, which is, fine and dandy, it's chilling up in space like it always seems to do, right? It's just up there. It detects a new black comet approaching from deep space, and Gunn informs Team Dark and the rest of the GUN that they need to do something about this before the public can know about it, specifically because this is during the Shattered Planet Crisis. I believe I'm saying that incorrectly. It's been a minute since I read those comics. That was a while ago. But basically the planet's at risk of breaking apart right now. And so there's two problems with that. One, there's already public panic, and the idea of the Black Arms re-invading during that would actually just be a frenzy that maybe Gunn could not contain. A lot of their forces right now in their fleet are in fact trying to contain the planet. People are making grabs for power. The Eggman Empire in the comics tends to be more powerful as well. So there's a lot of resources already being spent to deal with this Shattered Planet Crisis. They don't want the public to know about this threat coming from deep space, that the Black Arms just could be back. B, the Eclipse Cannon, to destroy the Black Comet, would need the 7 Chaos Emeralds. And I believe at this point in time in the comics, the Emeralds are needed to get to the Gaia Temples to try and stop the planet from shattering. So it's either that or the planet is on risk of shattering because Eggman's kind of overdone the Genesis Wave stuff that he's been doing at this point in time. I could be wrong, feel free to correct me in the comment section down below. But basically the Chaos Emeralds and getting all 7 of them to power the Eclipse Cannon is probably off the table. Furthermore, with the first point, it would probably cause some sort of public panic because the Arc, when it's firing the Eclipse Cannon, is most likely visible at night like we saw in Sonic Adventure 2 and the whatnot. So at least some of the public would probably witness that and then panic that, oh, was there going to be something? Why is the cannon firing? It's not firing on us, but it's firing, you know what I mean? Like, if Gunn's trying to keep the public panic down, firing off the Eclipse Cannon might not be it. I think you would still do it if it was that or nothing, of course, but my point is Gunn basically wants to keep this as a covert operation. So what they do instead is they send Team Dark, Spider Troop, and a, Mjolnir? I never can pronounce it, right? Thor's Hammer. They name a nuclear warhead after Thor's Hammer because of what it specifically does. They're gonna go up to this comet, infiltrate it to the core of the comet, and then latch this new nuclear warhead onto the core and then blow it up from the inside out Armageddon style instead of having to drill 800 feet deep from the outside. So the point is, it is possible, they've shown within the comics to do this. And so if that's the case and they want to do the Black Arms in the movie, but they want to do their own thing at the same time, that might be something they look to do. Not that exact plot, but just find a way to deal with the comet, maybe internally from the inside out instead of having to use the Eclipse Cannon. Now, yes, one of the main plot points of Shadow 2005 was in fact learning that the whole reason the Eclipse Cannon was built wasn't as a weapon of mass destruction to use against humanity, but to defend humanity against the Black Comet and most likely other threats that would require something of the Eclipse Cannon's caliber to deal with. We learn in Gerald's diary, after all, that it's even named the Eclipse Cannon because Eclipse, in his opinion, means shadow. It's Shadow's cannon. He's built this cannon for Shadow to fight a battle Shadow never asked for. He's very apologetic in the journal post. But if that's the case, we do need to then warn you that this next part of the video will be spoiler territory for the Sonic 3 movie. I'm giving you plenty of time right now to hopefully pause the video and decide if you don't care about spoilers. If you do, this is the part you click off. You can still answer the question if you want below, which is basically just, do you think they'll do Black Arms? Do you think they'll do it similarly, differently? Will it be a movie? Will it be a spin-off show? Will it be Shadow's own spin-off movie? That part you can comment down below. And now I'm going to get into the spoiler territory. Once again, spoiler warning for Sonic Movie 3. If you do not want that, now is the time to pause the video or click off the video. I appreciate that you were here though, of course. But here we go. So now that I've finally seen the movie, all right, listen, doing the Odaman proud here. Here we go. Listen, Shadow's introduction. I won't get too into it too much. That way you can still go see it if you want to, but you kind of want to be spoiled about it actually. Shadow's arrival on the planet was actually from like a meteorite, essentially, that kind of looked Black Arms-esque, which is part of what has me asking this question. It looks like, and this is more inference than anything else than confirmed, because the movie doesn't confirm this, but it kind of looks like what you would do if you sent an away agent or an advanced agent somewhere to scout something out. But Shadow doesn't remember that. He kind of has a bit of his amnesia kick in, and that's the problem here, okay? So he doesn't probably remember, but that most likely looks like what he was sent here from and why he was encased in that Black Arms looking mini meteorite comet situation. So that's why I even bring up the Black Arms to begin with, is it looks like they're setting up the breadcrumbs to in fact bring in the Black Arms. Now, the second reason I asked this question, and maybe a bigger factor, is yes, the Eclipse Cannon was a very important part of dealing with the Black Comet specifically and the Black Arms threat. But if you've seen this movie, let's just say the Eclipse Cannon might not be an option anymore for dealing with a Black Arms threat. Something maybe happens to, I know it's not called the Ark in the movies, but for oversimplification's sake, I'm going to call it the Ark. Let's just say something maybe happens to the Ark. I know at this point you're here for spoilers if you're still on this, so maybe I'll just, the Ark won't be able to help anybody. Let's just put it that way. The Ark is in no state to do anything for helping deal with anything anymore. So yeah, they can't deal with it basically. I'm asking this question because if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. If you don't know, you can still partake in the first half of this video and be fine. If you do know, yeah, the Ark's gone. So they can't use it to deal with the Black Comet if it shows up, which means what they would have to do is probably just not include the Black Comet. Like what you do is you still have Black Doom and people invade in some way, which in the movie universe, they use rings. A lot of people use rings to get around anyways, right? Like how Knuckles found Eggman in the second movie. It's not like Sonic is the only one with those rings after all. So perhaps they invade a different way. And then you can still have Black Doom. You can still have that dynamic between him and Shadow trying to find himself and stuff like that, without needing the Eclipse Cannon to destroy a Black Comet, because you don't maybe need the Black Comet, just like they've decided that we don't need the Ark in the movies. So yeah, there we go. If this video could have been so much shorter if I just would have did that out the gates, but I hate the idea that my video might pop up and spoil somebody immediately on thumbnail and stuff included. So I kind of just wanted to give that, a chance for people to maybe click off a video and stuff. So I'm gonna end this video though. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, in the comment section down below, what do you think? Do you think they'll even do Black Arms? Is that what that was like a teaser for, essentially? Do you think, how do you think they'll invade? And again, will it be a show? Will it be a movie event? Because everybody was in the game Shadow the Hedgehog 2005. You teamed up with Sonic and some of everybody because it was a global invasion. Or do you think it'll be like its own smaller isolated incident? Comment with that in the comment section down below. But thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button. But I don't know which video will be next. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So until next time, take care and enjoy pizza responsibly. Or enjoy revenge guac responsibly. Thank you for watching. Wishes are eternal.